Okay, this is round 3. Welcome to Kail Shira and Young Israel. With me, round 3. Baruch Hashem, it's Erev Shabbos, Shabbos Hagadol. And we're going to learn something very, very important to understand. And this is a special teaching from the Rebbe Rav Shimshon מאוסטראפאליע. The Rebbe Rav Shimshon מאosטראפאליע was a Makubal. And let's learn a little bit about this. And we're supposed to learn this specifically on Erev Pesach, but we're not going to meet on Erev Pesach, so I want to learn with you now. Yeah. We did this last year, we're going to do it again, and we're going to do this in Mitzvah every year. Okay, now. Here. If anyone's going to study this the way they're supposed to, that it's befitting to study, even one time a year, befrat Erev Pesach, but specifically if you do this on Erev Pesach, muftach loy, he's promised she yenatza ba'isa ishana mikol michshol v'misa mishuna. That's a pretty good promise, right? We won't have any stumblings, and the person won't have any untimely death. Chas v'shalom. V'shum adam lo yimshel by, and he won't have anyone who will be controlling him. He won't be bullied by anybody. V'chol oivav yipol tachtav, and all of his enemies will fall under his feet. He'll step on them. U'al b'maiseinu yidraich, he'll stomp on him. V'chol asher yifne yatzliach, and anywhere the person turns, he'll be matzliach. And any deals he tries to make, anything he'll do, he'll always be matzliach. V'chol asakav yaviach, and any time he makes an investment, he'll make a nice profit. A pretty good promise to studying something here now. Pretty good, right? Al bias koyal amein tzedek. Okay, Emir Hashem. Okay, now here. What? Pretty good, right? Everyone agrees this is a pretty good promise from the Rebbe. Okay, good. Shalom Rabbeinu Eretz Kedoyrei Ged Devarim the Beperetz. So the Rebbe's writing a letter back now to the Rabbanim of Eretz Yisrael. Yatzilam Hashem mikilyan v'cheretz kulam kedoshim asher tzema ba'aretz kol chad lepum chirufei amakshe umetaretz. Each one of you, there's such great people. He's writing to the great tzaddikim of Eretz Yisrael at the time. And he said that each one of them had a very sharp tongue, and they knew how to ask and answer questions. Val Roiv Shleimchem is Angu Me'ata V'Adoylam Amein Sela B'Taklas Akitza Oides Inyan Masha Kosav Arizal B'Kuntru Shaloi Hanikra Plois Rabbis. So the holy Arizal wrote a kuntris, a little pamphlet, a kuntris, all right, and it was called Plois Rabbis. Or wondrous wonders. Bishar Nikri Yitzias Mitzrayim Peri Gimel Daf Mem Beis V'Zul L'Shayne, and this is the lashon of the Ramban of the Arizal. So now look, so we're going to learn this first paragraph, and it's not going to make any sense. But when we finish, so please don't ask any questions when we're going through this, but you'll understand it clearly as we go through it. Okay, now. We all know that Pari was smote in Mitzrayim with 10 different makkos. Through the 3,280 malachei chavola, through the 3,280 punishing angels, right? Hamamunim hamasavim b'shleisha rekiyim, that are placed and surround the 3 firmaments, shel tumah, of impurity and shemayim. We'll understand in a minute. Echad nikra, we don't say it's shin reish ayin, we don't pronounce the name, we just can read it. Vasheni nikra taf mem vav ches. Vashlishi nikra beis yud shin hey aleph. Valeya masara nikra dalid lamit pei kuf tes. And he is the master of all of these different angels. Val kula masara nikra tav kuf aleph, and there was a manager, and then there was the controller of all of them. His name was Tav Kuf Aleph. Okay. In the beginning, there was missing from 3 10. Missing 10 from 3. V'chaser min aravi shisha. No question, right? V'chaser min aravi shisha. and from 4 there's missing 6. V'chosem min atishi shisha, and from 9 there's missing 6. All right, and again, we're going to understand this very clearly shortly. We read this in Naggadah. Remember these words, right? That we see that the Mitzrayim were smote in Mitzrayim with 10 makkos, v'alayam loku chamishim, and on the Yamsuf they had another 50. They had another 50 makkos in the Yamsuf. Mitzan Hashem Shin Pei Vav. Okay, from this shame. Sheboy Ochlus David ben Yishai, and David HaMelech, David ben Yishai has a grasp on this. Vashem Amar Haku V'Hikom, and the name said to hit, and they hit. Umitzad Hashem Tov Kuf Lamed Lokum Mitzrayim Mitzrayim Abor Makkos, and from that name the Mitzrayim got 40 makkos. Valayam Lokum Masayim makkos. They got 40 makkos in Mitzrayim, and on the Yam they got 200 makkos. Vashem Amar Haku V'Hikom Umitzad Shem, and they okay. Umisham Hashem Shin Tzadik Hey. Okay, Lokum and Mitzrayim Chamishim makkos. They got 50 makkos in Mitzrayim. Valayam Loku Masayim v'Chamishim makkos, and in the Yamsuf they got 250 makkos. Vashem Omar v'Hika, and it told it to smite, and it smote. Uvo Hakadosh Baruch Hu Makeh Ubay Merape Hagolos, and Hakadosh Baruch Hu HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes and brings the makkah, but he also brings the refuah for the galus. Ma pasha, ma pashu, ma chatu, uma mo'al Hashem alu aveiseinu, liyais b'kur habarzel. What did we do wrong that we have to be in the kur barzel of Mitzrayim? What did we really do to have to be in that kur barzel, that melting pot of Mitzrayim? Until we got out, until we were saved via these shemas. Dalid Ayin Beis, Tzadik Dalid Aleph, Kaf Shin Ches Beis, Ad Kan L'Shein Arizal. These are the words of the Arizal in his kuntris. A plea applies to the rabbis, and now we're going to understand. Now we're going to try to understand what this all means. And if you stay tuned, you will understand all these names in a few moments. Okay, Bezras Hashem. Hinei. Mayrai v'Rabbi Isai Kedosh Yisrael. So now Rav Shimshon Ashpali is speaking to the Gedolim of Eretz Yisrael. Hadvar Meila Piloyim Heim. These are awesome. They're wondrous words. Sisumim v'Chasumim. They're sealed and closed and sealed. Sogar ve'ein Pirish Eisen. They're sogar. They're locked up. There's no Pirish. There's no explanation for these words. Ukfar She'alni Gedolei Yisrael, but the great rabbis of Eretz Yisrael asked me, Livar Lahem Divrei Arizal. They wanted to know if I can explain to them what this kuntris of the Arizal is. V'lo yigadati lahem, but I didn't tell them. Mi goydel ahavas moirei rabbaisai. Agala roa zeh shenisgala li b'chaloim chezyon laila. But now I'm going to tell you what came to me in a dream. That I saw in the dream, I got the answer to this in a dream. V'achshav agala hadava beremez, and I'm going to teach it to you now beremez in a hint. Lifnei kvoy teraschem, because of the covet of your Torah. V'urachim echapet avon. Now here we go. Mizoy se'in yidmash akoso rizal. Sheparei loke b'mitzrayim esa makos, elu b'mitzrayim, ayidei shleish alaf masayim u'shmayim malachei chavala. So we started up by saying that the Parei got in Mitzrayim 10 makkos through the 3,280 punishing angels. Kavanasi kach. Oh. Right here. Yeah. Kavanasi kach. Okay. Everyone good? Okay. Ki amru Bale Kabbalah Masas. Sheyesh Leisha, the Bale Kabbalah teach us that there are 3,000. What?
He's missing Mem Gimel. 3280.
You're missing Mem Gimel?
Yeah, this one's missing.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, we had a bad copy. I apologize. Mem Gimel. Here, this one has a Mem Gimel. I apologize. Defective. Return to publisher. Return to publisher. Okay. 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 I got them. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ki amar ba lekabala masas sheyesh shleisha alafim masayim shmeini malachei chavala. The Kabbalists teach that there in Shemayim there are 3,280 different malachim that are in charge of punishing. 3,280. Hamamunim lahakres etz harishayim that are there to punish the Rishayim. Ulanchim begehenim and to punish them in Gehenim. Ulatarim v'neseinem and to purify them from their sin, because we know only a person, the neshama goes to Gehenim and is purified in Gehenim, right? Because they did things wrong in the world, because they did things wrong. V'nas nesimin al zeh lahakes be'egreif resha. Right, and the siman is egroif resha. What's egroif resha? Ki egroif. What's egroif? Like a fist, right? Remesh shleisha lofim masayim shmeina malachei chavola makimes harasha. He's going to show you right now. Let's turn the page. V'ayodam nilka gam parei harasha b'mitzrayim v'oimer ani. So now, if you take a look now, Dam, Tzifadeya, Kinim, Orayv, Dever, Shchin, Barad, Arba, Choshech, Makis, B'chayris. Right, the 10 different Makis, right? Elu esa Makis asher kasafti, Ois ba'ois, Oilim lecheshben, Shleishas, Alafim Masayim Shmeina Malachei Chavala. So please look at the math on the side. See, I like this print. It's so nice because they did the math for you in the print. Okay, so you have Dam, Tzifadeya, Kinim. See the numerical values. And Marcus B'chai. So if you add it up, it comes to 3,280. Is that amazing? So the Arizal wrote it was the 3,280 Malachei Chavola that punished Mitzrayim with the 10 Makis in Mitzrayim, and here you have it in the Makis themselves equal up to 3,280. Pelopolais, mamish. Now look at this. Now. This is something that the eye, we never saw anything like this. This is such a beautiful explanation we never saw. Take a look on the top where it says Kinim. You see there's no Yud in there, right? There's no Yud.
Right.
Orev is Chaser Vav. And the word Orev, right? The wild animals, there's no Vav. Choshech Chaser Vav. And Choshech doesn't have a Vav, it's Ches, a Shin, Chav.
Right.
But really, but it's really supposed to have a Vav.
Yeah.
That's what it means from the 3, I'm missing 10. What's the third Makkah? Kinim. What's Kinim? Kinim is the lice, right? And which letter is missing? 10. Yud. So from the third one, I'm missing 10. What 10? I'm missing the letter Yud. Perushim Makkah Shlishis Kinim Chaser Yud. From the Makkah Shlishis, I'm missing the letter Yud. Now, if you want it, okay, the Chaser Min Araviya Shisha, and from the fourth Makkah, which is what Arav, is I'm missing 6 Perish. Mi Makkah Raviya Shu Arav Chaser Vav. From the Makkah, the fourth Makkah on the list, which is Arav, those wild animals, right? Right, the Arav is missing the 6 because it does the Chaser Min Atisha Shisha, and I'm missing from the 9th Makkah. What? I'm missing Vav, which is 6, right? Perish. Minatisha shu Makkah Chaycha Chaser Gam Kein Vav. Now, Umasha Kosev Kakosev B'Torah. What I'm writing you is if you will see this the way it's written in the Torah. What's a lie? Mishakain Ksuvim B'Torah Chaser Kanis Kaleh. So if you take a look in Parshas Vayera in the Torah, And if you want to take out your Chumash and you'll take a look in the Chumash, you'll see the Makis are written in the Torah this way, with these letters missing, right? It's missing from the Kin, from the third one, from Kinim, it's missing the Yud. It's missing the Vav. The fourth one, it's missing the Vav from Ore, right? And it's missing the Vav from Chayshech, right? And then you'll see it written that way. Kakasa b'Torah parshas vayira Kinim chaser Yud, Ore chaser Vav, Chayshech chaser Vav. But don't look it up and try to bring a proof that look in your siddur. Where in the siddur the printer filled in the letters that were missing. They were too smart, right? Because if you look in your Agada, you may find the letters all put back in there. Right. But if you want to see what I'm telling you, if you really want to understand what I'm telling you, open up the Chumash. Yeah. So don't go be a wise guy and open up the Haggadah and say, the letters are all there. Yeah. And you open the city, the letters are all there. No. Take out your Chumash and you'll find it that way. Kasher nechshav kain oz ha-cheshbon mechuvan, and that's when the cheshbon will work out exactly to the 3,280. Any questions on that so far? Pretty clear, right? V'loi pachais, v'loi yaiser. It's not going to be less, it's not going to be more. Mishleishes alafim masayim shmeinim malachei chavola hama'an shemeser rishayim. It won't be less or won't be more than the 3,280 malachim that smote Mitzrayim, that punished Mitzrayim and Mitzrayim. V'heim he'enishu as a Mitzrayim v'hiku as paray. They punished the Mitzrayim and they punished Parai. Yes, the Mitzrayim, Elo Ashleisha Rekian Shel Tumah. So now we said the Arizal goes on to say that there were 3 firmaments of Tumah. What does that mean? Let's turn the page. Uma shekasu sheilu ashleishas alafim masayim shmeinim malachei chavala misavim mishleisha rekiim, that they're surrounded within the 3 firmaments. Echad nikra shin reish ayin, ve'echad nikra taf mem vav and the chaf, ve'echad nikra beis yud shin hey aleph. Gam bazeh yesh lanu soy gadol v'nifla v'noira shetiken amagid b'mashe kosav elu esa makeh shehevi esa heim ois yois. Right, look at that. Elu, we read in the Haggadah, right? Elu esa makeh shehevi. Right, then we say dam, say right, we spill the wine, right? Yeah. We all do that, we have that minute, right? Yes. Right? So Elu Eser Makeh Shehevi Eser. Eser Heim Ois Yois Shin Reish Ayin. See what it says? Eser Shin Reish Ayin. Makeh Ois Yois Taf Mem Vav Chav Sofis, right? You like that? So far good? Shehevi, look at the Shehevi. I says Beis Yud Shin Hey Aleph. Huh? Amazing? Nimras Bam, Elu Arakiyim Shel Tumah. Those are the 3 firmaments of impurity. Ba'em Shleishes Alafim Masayim Shmeinim Malachei Chavala. The 3,280 malachim are working in those 3 firmaments of impurity. Shehilku Vehiku as Mitzrayim, that they over there they punished and they smote the Mitzrayim. The minyan Makeh Shehevi, like the minyan of Makeh that I brought you, the 3,280, not with the letters filled in, right? Minyan Yud Makeh Elu Vehu Pele Gadol. This is a wondrous thing. So we understand so far. We understand a few things that the Arizal said. They said that there were 10 Makehs and there were three firmaments of impurity, and we said the 3 firmaments of impurity are connected to the words of Eser Makeh Shehevi. Eser Makeh Shehevi. Those are the same letters of the three firmaments of impurity. All right. Umasha Kosav Aleim Asar Nikra. Then we said there was one man, there was one Sar, there was one officer, and his name is Dalid Lamed Pei Kuf Tes. Kavanah Sehi. What's the kavanah? That word comes out of Hamitzriyim. For the words that are before. Sometimes when you're looking at something, you can always always exchange a letter for the letter before it, or sometimes you can do a letter after it. So here we're going to do it. We're going to exchange the letters for the letters before it. Dalid kaidim lahei. Ha-mitzriyim, right? Ha-mitzriyim, right? So the hey is the first letter, right? So what's the letter before hey? Dalid. Lamid kaidim lamem, right? So we said that the Mitzrayim mem, and it's Dalid, and the next one is Lamid. Pei kaidim letzadik. Pei is before the tzaddik of Mitzrayim. Kuf is kaidim l'reish. Kuf is before a reish, right? That's the way the letters of the alphabet go. Tes kaidim liyud, and tes is before yud. V'amem ha'achroina shel ha'mitzrayim mem hariboy. That's only going to plural, but it's not part of the word itself. It's only showing it as a plural. Ve'inay min ha'shayrish, it's not from the root of the word. Ve'ramaz lezeh ha'magid ba'imrei eser makei she'evi ha'kodesh baruch hu al ha'mitzrayim. Look at that. Al ha'mitzrayim. Kalayma oisei she'im kaidemes al oisei ha'mitzrayim. The letters that are before the word of ha'mitzrayim. Behaven kach kibalti v'ashem tayv v'chaper. It's so far. Is it making sense a little bit? It's amazing, right? Yeah. We're learning really the beauty in the Sisrei Torah. You see how anything you learn in Torah is not what meets the eye. Everything has so much beauty and depth in each word of the Torah. Who would ever know? You can go to 1,000 Jews and ask them, if you see the words Elu Esem Makei Shehevi, and does that mean they have any significance? They'll give you all time, but they're never going to understand something unless you understand the Pnimius of Torah. Now look, Umasha Kasav Al Kula, and then we said on all of these thing of all of them, Basar and Nikra Tuf Kuf Aleph. He was we'll say he's the not the manager. He's the controller. He's the controller. Bereshis Kavanasi Ki Roshi Teva Shel Eser Makos the Tzach Adash Bachav the Gematria Tuf Kuf Aleph. Look at that. What? 501. You like that? Is it amazing? So you ever wonder why we always do that by the Haggadah when we're reading the Haggadah? We say the Tzach Adash Bachav. Why do we need the Rosh Tevis for? We need it because we're hinting to the Tuf Kuf Aleph. How do you like that? It's amazing. From the Arizah, from the Holy Ari. A Kaminyan Asar Mamish, it's the same exact measure, the same exact numerical value as the Sarva Kavase Tevis Bereshis Ratzalamer Haroshe Tevis Shela Makos. And why does it say Bereshis? To teach us that it means the Rosh Tevis of the Makos. So it's not, listen, okay. Why did the Baal HaGodah write the Haggadah and to say the Tzach Adash Bachav, to use only the first letters of all of the Makkos? And that's why the Arizah wrote Bereshis, to teach you the first letters of each one of the Makkos, and that's why he wrote Bereshis. Make sense? Kamu Minyan Asher. Okay, Bereshis Ratzalaim Roshi Tevis Shalom Makkos Gam Hu Minyan Asher. That's also the minion of Asher. What's the minion of Asher? Also 501, right? Right? Elu Eser Makos Shehevi Eser Makos, right? Right? So that was Asher that he brought on the Mitzrayim, right? So what's the word Asher? Shu Soid Akosav Es Asher Hisalalti B'Mitzrayim. They what?
They mocked me in Egypt.
Isalalti b'Mitzrayim, yes. V'kiyoytzi by Baharbe psukim shemoirin l'sayd Asher. So we're going to learn that secret now. Every time you see the word Asher, it's really a code word. Asher is a code word. Kaminyan Rashi Tevis shel Eser Makos Aniskarim Le'el. So the word Asher is hinting to the 10 Makos, because the Asher Aleph Shin Reish is 501. The Tzach Hadash Be'achav is also 501. So whenever you see the word Asher, it's hinting to the actual 10 Makos of Mitzrayim. Is that amazing? Communion Rashi Teva Shel Eser Makos and Iskarim Leil V'yesh Lanu Bezeh Soides Nifloyim Harbe Ramazim Chvayda Likim Haste Davar. What?
Yeah.
Amazing so far, right? Yeah. Everyone enjoying this? It's interesting, right? Okay. Umashik, not only that, but look at the benefit we get from learning this. The promise that we get from learning is amazing, right? Right. And it's also enjoyable. Wow. Umashik Kasa Mitzad Hashem Shin Pei Vav. Let's go further. The Shin Pei Vav Omar Hika Oisam B'Mitzrayim Esem Makos V'Alayam Chamishim. That we said that this angel gave the Mitzrayim in Mitzrayim 10 makos, and on the Yam they got 50 makos. Kavanasei Linyan Said Nifla Naira Plukta Shel Rabbi Yosi Aglili Rabbi Eliezer Rabbi Akiva. Remember we read in Agada we talked about these Tanas, right? No, but before you turn the page, let's look over here. Let's look before you turn the page. Rabbi Yosi Aglili is 386, right? Now what's Shin Pei Vav? Also 386. Interesting, right? So Rabbi Yosi Aglili is 386, and that's the shame Shin Pei Vav. Okay, now watch this. Watch this. Hamuskar Bagoda, Rabbi Yosi Aglili Ayman Binayin. Rabbi Yosi Aglili says in the Agada Minayin. How do I know? Rabbi Elazar Ayman Minayin, he also says his piece. Rabbi Akiva Ayman Minayin, Shezeh Soid Rabbi Yosi Aglili Gematria Shin Pei Vav Mamish Mechuvan Hainu Rabbi Yosi Aglili Ayman Perish Shin Pei Vav V'Oma V'Yik Oisam. So now look at this. So Rabbi Yosi Aglili says that the Mitzrayim in Mitzrayim got 10 makos, and on the Yam they got 50 makos, and his name, which is 386, right? And his name equals the gematria of 386.
Yeah. Well,
fascinating.
yeah.
Umasha Kasa by Achaz David ben Yishai, and then he wrote about David ben Yishai is Achaz, he grabs onto as a grass parish. David ben Yishai Gam came Gematria Shin Pei Vav. David ben Yishai is also 386. Look at the Gematria. See David ben Yishai? Also 386. Uba Isai Hashem Dafka Hika Isam with this shame, which is what Rabbi Yosi Aglili says, which is a shame they used to hit him. And David HaMelech is connected to that also because of his side Raza. Rabbi Yosi Aglili haya nitzites shel David ben Yishai. Rabbi Yosi Aglili was an itzites. He was some sort of a Gilgal of David HaMelech. So David HaMelech, David ben Yishai is 386. Rabbi Yosi Aglili is connected to David HaMelech. He's 386. And the shame, Shin Pei Vav 386, is the shame that they feel, which is what hit the Mitzrayim, in Mitzrayim 10 makos, and on the Yam 50 makos. Hashem Davka Yavai ben Yishai, with this shame and Mitzvah Hashem, David ben Yishai will actually come. We'll have a Geula Shleimus in Mitzvah Hashem. Hagam Sheyesh Lanu Bazeh Seidis Nefleis Nerois. Omnam Hakavana Kaniska Lehel, right? Rabbi Yosi Aglili Gematria Shin Pei Vav Omar V'Hika, and he hit them. Okay, now Umasha Kosav Mitzad Hashem Tov Kuf Lamed, and this one it said Tov Kuf Lamed. What was that? So if you take a look on the side, Tov Kuf Lamed Lokum b'Mitzrayim Arboyim Makos, and in Mitzrayim they got 40 makos. Valayam loku Messiah makos, and 200 makos on the Yam. Remez l'soid Rabbi Eliezer. Now look at Rabbi Eliezer. His name equals 530. 530, right? Gematria Tov Kuf Lamed. Huh, look at that. Tov Kuf Lamed. Rabbi Eliezer. Hainu Rabbi Eliezer Daika, specifically Rabbi Eliezer, Shul B'Gematria Shem Tov Kuf Lamed, because he says the Mitzrayim got 40 Makkos in Mitzrayim with this shame, and they got 200 Makkos on the Yam. Rabbi Eliezer, Omar Ratza Laima Shu Sava Shashem Tov Kuf Lamed Gorel Mitzrayim Hamakos, and not only does he feel that way, his name equals the same 530. It's beyond fascinating. Now, Umarcha Kosa Mitzad Hashem Shin Tzadik Hey. Shin Tzadik Hey. Okay? Loka b'Mitzrayim, HaMitzrayim b'Mitzrayim, that the Mitzrayim and Mitzrayim, the Mitzrayim got in Mitzrayim, Rabbi Akiva, Gematria Shin Tzadik Hey. Rabbi Akiva's name is Shin Tzadik Hey, which is what? 395. Nice?
Yeah.
Nice. Shin tzadikei Omar Shashem. Shin tzadikei Omar v'hika. B'chol echad ve'echad me'ilu ha'chachamim Omar lefich achazasai. Each one of these chachamim, each one of these tanis felt, and they held mamish with their namesake, with the same gematria as their name. They understood it so much so that their name was the same gematria of the shame that was in charge of that of punishing the Mitzrayim like that. Harem Razam Elu Shleisha Shemais Shen Shin Pei Vav Tov Kuf Lamed and Shin Tzadik Hey Beilu Shleisha Tanoyim Rabbi Yossi Aglili B'Gematria Shin Pei Vav. We're just reviewing Rabbi Lezer Gematria Tov Kuf Lamed and Rabbi Akiva B'Gematria Shin Tzadik Hey. V'zeh Soid Nifla V'Naira. This is an awesome, wondrous thing. Rosin, the biggest possible secrets. Sisima, the Sisran, it was closed, sealed, never understood before. Okay, now. Umasha Kosav, Uva Kadosh Baruch Hu, Makabai Merape Agolois. What is that? Hainu Kamesha Kasati L'Chvay Terasai, Hine Ba'isen Hasara Makais Nirmas, Tam Yeridas Yisrael Mitzrayim. It explains us why we have to go down to Mitzrayim in the first place. We want to know, what did we do wrong that we have to go down to Mitzrayim? What did we do? Shemaramzim ois yois tetzach hadash b'achav soid yiridosam l'Mitzrayim. The same tetzach hadash b'achav we said, which was 386, right?
Yeah.
It's also the reason why we have to go down to Mitzrayim. Kamesha kasavti l'chvay terasai ubai ripa yaisanu hakadosh baruch hu, right? V'hika b'hem maka rabba etzba le'kimhu. It was an etzba le'kimhu. It's an etzba le'kim with the finger of Hashem. Hainu min hamaka atzma boy harefuah liyisrael. From the makkah itself came the refuah to Klal Yisrael.
Yeah.
Like we learned before about the fact that Kadosh Baruch Hu was makkah the Mitzrayim of the makkahs b'chayris, and that's how we got out. From the makkahs itself, you see the refuah, you see the healing that came for Klal Yisrael. Shegolam HaKadosh Baruch Hu B'hem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu brought us out through them. Now, what did we do wrong? What was our pesha? What was our sin? What's a life of Eilu HaMakkahs Nirmaz HaChet Shel Aveseinu? In the Makkahs, you see the chait of our forefathers that caused this. Shegoram, you read this Mitzrayim, Ba'isa Makkahs Nimza Refuah Shegolam Hashem Yisbarach. Masha Kosav Acha Kodesh Baruch Hu Gol Oisam B'Shemas Halolu Dalid Ayin Beis Tzadik Dalid Hey Kof Shin Ches Beis HaKavona Dalid Aleph Ayin Beis Heim Oises HaRishonis Shel Ditzach Adash B'Achav. How do you like that? Dalid Ayin Beis is Ditzach, the first letters of the Makkah of the Rosh Teva from the 386, and Ayin Dalid Shin and Ba'achav Ba'achakach. Right? You see that?
Yeah.
Right. The Dalid is the Dalid of Ditzach. The Ayin is the Ayin from Adash, and the Beis is the Beis of Ba'achav. Right? We see that? Okay. Ba'achakach Tzadik Dalid He Aleph And then the second one, Shem Oises Hashniya Shel Ditzach, is a tzaddik, and a dash is the dalid, and Bachav is the aleph. Bachakach Shin Kaf Shin Ches Beis Hem Oises Shlisha Shel Ditzach Hadash B'Yachav. That's the third letter of the Kaf Sofis, the Shin and the Ches. Shegola Kadosh Baruch Hu Aisam Bahem, that Hashem took us out with that. Harei Ba'Aisam Amakei Sheikah B'Mitzrayim Bahem Nimzim Arafua V'Agula L'Yisrael. That is the Gula and the Rafua, the Klaison. That's why the word Asher, which is also 386, like we said, Harei L'Chos Soid Sisimim Shel Ditzach Hadash B'Achav. So now when we dip our finger in the wine and we say Ditzach Hadash, we see it's such this deep kavanas are in these words. It's not just stam that we put into we see what's going on. Sheba'isan ha'oises nirmaz asar mamuna al kol malachei chavola. We see the malach that's in charge, the control of all the malachei chavola. He's the warden, I guess you could say. He's the warden, right? Sheiku amakos leMitzrayim ba'oisen ha'oises nirmaz tam hagolas shal Mitzrayim ba'oisen ha'oises nirmaz gam kein rafua v'agul liYisrael veilu oises heim b'seif naga v'rafua v'inei ravam lefnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu shiarenu bias mishichenu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu should bring us the final redemption. Ima malachim ha'shaychim l'gula, with those malachim that are shaykh to bring the gula that we're waiting for, that we'll read about then one day. Amir Hashem hachreinu b'meiri meinu v'yekuyim banu mikra shekasav u'kamei tzeischa me'eretz Mitzrayim. The same way I took you out of Mitzrayim and ran in the place, I'll show you these wonders. We think the Mitzrayim was such a great thing. I'm going to show you the great wonders. Amei netzach sel avoid, and that's okay. Now,
Amen.
I hope everyone understands. Now, please don't pass these booklets up. I ask that everyone take these home and just read this next week, Erev Pesach. Just read it, please. Read this on Erev Pesach in the afternoon. Sit down for a few minutes. Just read it. It's nice. There's dots on the words and everything. And it's such a beautiful thing. Unless you don't want to take it home, you don't have to take it. But I really would like you to say, good? Okay, good. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Now.